For what you got, what we've got is the Old Quarter Acoustic Cafe, captained by Joel and Angela. We've got power. Yeah. We got resilient people here, so thank you. You eat too much candy, you just might get sick. Well, I never had much cash in hand, never learned that trick. Money doesn't talk, boys, I tell you, money screams. But I've got more than enough cornbread and beans. My sister's got a Hooters job, beer and chicken wings. My brother's got four-wheel drive, a Bigfoot kind of thing, a monster truck. My uncle's got a mouth harp and a silver-toned rings, and I got a bent-up deck of cards, cornbread and beans. And I never got to wreck a hotel room, I always had to sleep in the van with the windows open, can't afford to run the fan. Cocaine seemed like it might be fun, but it wasn't in my means. I got Texaco coffee, cornbread and beans. Now you won't see my face on a jumbo TV screen. I got a Waffle House cougar, she likes the way I sing. Hey, you won't find us in People magazine. We down with the Old Quarter, eating cornbread and beans. Now there's holes in the ozone, there's holes in my jeans. The whole world's gone to pot, I got cornbread and beans. Yeah. Thank you. Josh Flowers on bass. The great Rick Richards on drums. Good to be with these fellas. Tighten up that string, stomp your foot on the floor. Find some words to sing, open up your door. Grow a tree, carve the wood and polish till it shines. Find a better way, something that saves time. Go on out the way that no one's ever seen. Bridge the gap, draw the map of the places in between. Make something, make your own. There's a statue waiting beside a block of stone. Take a hammer and a nail, build someone a home. Make something, make your own. Well, that picture in your head, put it on the wall. Paint it on a cave, hang it in the hall. Change the oil, change the tire, get it rolling true. Do your best on the test, that's all that you can do. And if it's beautiful but useless, don't be ashamed. You got to show it to your people. Don't forget to sign your name. Make something, I'll make your own. There's a statue waiting beside a block of stone. Take a hammer and a nail, build someone a home. Make something, make your own. Restlessness to see what's over the next hill keeps you up at night, and it probably always will. So keep a fire burning on into the dark. If it keeps on raining, go on and build an ark. Fall in love, raise a child, teach her right from wrong. Build her up, raise her tough so she can write a song. Make something, make your own. Now there's a garden rising up from seeds that were sown. You can tell the story that the world has never known, but make something, make your own. You gotta make something, shake something, up and go. Believe me when I say the clock ain't moving slow. Make something while you can. If you want to live forever, you gotta make something, man. While you can, make something, ma'am. Hey, thank you. I first started playing and singing in Austin, Texas. Grew up in Kerrville, but moved to Austin. And I remember one spring day, a friend of mine called and said, "Hey, you got to come out this place. You got to come see this place." I said, "Where is it?" He said, "Just like drive to Mount Bunnell. That's a big mountain. That's a big mountain in Austin." I said, "All right. How do you find it?" "Well, it's tall. It's really tall. You can drive out there." I said, "How will I know when we get there?" He said, "You'll know you're there. It's a bar. You'll see the cars." And remember, before Google Maps, that was enough directions. You know what I mean? I found it. And I wrote this song about the place. It goes like this. Just a little way down Mount Bunnell Road, there's a little place where the beer is cold. Dry Creek Cafe and Dock, there's no place better come 5 o'clock. It's just off the lake, a 2-story bar. You know you're there when you see the car. They're lined up and parked along, jukebox playing a Guy Clark song. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. Well, there's a weathered deck right upstairs, a few wide tables and rusty chairs. Spring days when the hills are green, the view beats all that I've ever seen. You feel the Texas sun warm on your skin. Ain't it good to be back again? People's voices with the swaying trees, honeysuckles on a gentle breeze. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. Sarah owns the place. She lives in a shack, a green trailer parked out back. High-dollar condos closing in. She ain't thinking about giving in. The rumors go around with offers they make for a little piece of land down by the lake. She tells them all to go to hell after 50 she won't ever sell. I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck, watch the sun go down. Well, after I went that first time, I went home and I wrote this song. Then I went back the next day with the same friend, and he walked up to the bar. He ordered a drink from Sarah, who was voted the meanest bartender in Austin 10 years in a row. And in her 90s, she was still the meanest. She was the champion. He walked up to her. He wasn't very socially aware. He walked up and said, "Hey, thanks for the beer. This guy wrote a song about your place." And left me staring at her. She looking at me hard, burned a hole through my retinas. She said, "Who told him he could do that?" I pretended I hadn't really done it. But then I recorded it. And I knew it would catch up with me. At her 94th birthday party, it caught up with me. She invited me. At least I got a message on MySpace about it or something. And I showed up, and I brought the signed copy of the CD. It said, "To Sarah from Owen Temple." She said, "Ah, Owen Temple. I've been knowing him a long time." I said, "I'll tell him you said hi." She was still the meanest bartender. A few more years went by, and then I got a call from a Giddings, Texas pastor asking me would I come play this song at his Aunt Sarah's memorial service. And I had to think about that because I'm not sure she would have wanted me there. But he said the family wanted me there to sing the song, and I did it. I watched that coffin the whole time. She was the kind of lady who would throw you out of her memorial service. Oh, but if you want to keep bulldozers back, stop and get a drink at the Dry Creek Shack. Watch Lake Austin and a big blue sky. You won't ever have to ask me why. I want to go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Hey, I wanna go down to Dry Creek, down among the live oak trees. No playing cards or leaving bottles around. You can sit on the deck and watch the sun go down. Well, it's summertime, y'all. Cheers. People got kids at camp. Some of you kids at camp? No? All right. Yeah, we sent our kids to camp one year, and one of them he went away he was 13 years old. He went away for 3 weeks, came back like 19. And it was dance night that did it. And he came back, and he had all these different requests, different conversations we were having. He was like, "Dad, are you going to the grocery store?" I was like, "Yeah, I do go to the grocery store." How'd you know that? He's like, "Would you get me something when you go?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. What do you got?" And he says, "Well, there's a kind of shampoo that girls, they like how it smells. Could you look for it?" And I said, "Sure, I will." And he said, "It's called a Suave." And so I found it. It was cheap. It was coconut, 99 cents. And girls do like the way it smells. But I had a songwriting appointment that day later with George Inslee, and the great George Inslee. And I told him that story, and he said, "That's a new ring on the tree." And ended up making it the title track of this album. Here we go. It goes like this. No Suave sponsorship yet. Well, the cottonwood taught me how to listen to the wind. The willow showed me how to bend. And the mighty oak showed me how to stand strong in a storm. And all that can become of an acorn. The cypress tree taught me how to hold on through a flood. Keep my roots deep and I won't budge. And the pine tree taught me how to reach for the sky. And the cedar showed how to lay low and get by when it's dry. How I've grown, who I've come to be. These lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on the tree. Mother Nature's been my teacher all along. The rosewood on this guitar wrote this song. And the sweet magnolia brought me love on a southern summer breeze. And the giant redwood brought me to my knees. How I've grown, who I've come to be. These lessons learned, my history reads like rings on a tree. And I've learned what's lost in the fall will bring new beginnings in the spring. One more ring. How I've grown, who I've come to be. These lessons learned, my history reads like the rings on a tree. It feels like the rings on a tree. Thank you. Other things I've taught my son about girls. He's 20 years old now, but I taught him that it is okay, it's acceptable to yell down to girls from a balcony. Because that's how I met his mother, was down in South Padre Island on the beach, yelling to girls from a balcony. So I guess if there's any fatherly advice I've got, it's, don't yell something rude, yell something funny, And it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Funny enough. It's funny to think about the different ways life can go, You look back on any particular event and try to imagine it happening or not happening and whether we'd still be here or not. Or whether the people you're with or would be with you or not. So here's to this thing and everything you've done to get you here. All the forks in the road that you've taken. And all the ones still coming up all the time. Wrote this with Jamie Lynn Wilson. There never was a greater man than the one that just died. All his flaws and failings get swept to the side. Oh, the tender mercy of a bad memory that lets us forget what we don't want to see. Garden of Eden, God made a mistake. He should have said to Adam, don't eat that snake. Now you read in the news all that's wrong with the world. Pay $1 to the boys, 70 cents to the girls. The people gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot, wind up in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. Well, you don't miss a lover that you've never met. It's easy to quit smoking unless you smoke cigarettes. Well, thousands of people that you've never known are walking down roads that cross over your own. I got a half a mind to leave, half a mind to stay. Go on, flip a coin, let chance choose the way. Maybe I can love you best by not loving you at all. When your phone doesn't ring, it's me that didn't call. People gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot or left in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. 'You're so rich, how come you ain't smart? You got a fast horse, but no wheels on your car. Well, I've been in the woodshed, I've been through basic training. Don't piss on my leg, tell me it's raining. All your addictions tap on your shoulder, getting your attention, pulling you over. Got a head full of pictures of places I've seen. I'm a creature of habit, I need a new routine. And people gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks let you down, most times they won't. You might get hot, left in the cold. Every single moment, a fork in the road. 1 hour of life is more than I expected. But somehow I'm here 'cause many lovers connected. Matter, life, mind, culture grow like a tree. The universe keeps going through you and me. And people gonna do what they're gonna do till they don't. Sometimes folks will let you down, most times they won't. You might get high, wind up in the cold. Every single moment there's a fork in the road. A fork in the road. Hey, thank you very much. Got to walk down to the Strand. How's everybody doing? Y'all feeling comfortable? You got everything you need? Oh, it's good to be with y'all. Thank y'all for coming down. I got to walk down to the Strand. When I was a kid, my grandfather had a place in one of these lofts. He was a painter, and I remember some fun times coming down here. And I remember one of the most vivid things for me though was my sister feeding French fry to a seagull and learning about the big splash of white. Oh, seagulls, shit white, all right. And it was on her face and all that, So, so it's pretty memorable. And, it was a good trip. I mean, it was fun for me. That was fun for her. Got to walk down to the Strand, and I got to walk past the Tremont Hotel, and me and Adam Carroll. Some people think that this job's all just fun. You know what I mean? It's all just fun, but he and I have actually done work on this particular job before. We've done research, And because one time we were driving past I-45, on I-45 going, and we saw that huge, big white statue by the road of Sam Houston, and we thought, maybe we should write a song about that guy. We found this big book with no pictures in it. We put that one aside. And then we found a graphic novel about Sam Houston's life. And we read every word, looked at every picture on there. Still a little too wordy, in our opinion. So we boiled it down even as far as we could into a song. It's kind of an audio comic book of a song, which I'd like to sing for you here. And if you feel like singing or clapping, you can do either of those or both, but I'd appreciate it. When I say Old Sam, you can clap your hands and go Big Sam. So it'd be like, Old Sam, clap, clap, Big Sam. Yeah, cool. So if you feel like it, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We could all be part of the same audio comic book. And we can call Adam at the end of it. Maybe we'll try to call Adam at the end of it. No, we won't. He can hear it whenever it's being played, like kind of a bat signal. You don't need any technology. Well, Timber Ridge, Virginia is a mighty fine place. From that soil sprung a leader of the human race. He had eyes full of thunderstorms, hair like gold. He was 7 feet tall when he was 6 years old. Old Sam, Old Sam. Well, down in Alabama in 1812, he and Andy Jackson raised all kind of hell. He got shot by an arrow, but he had no fear. Hero was the job he chose for his career. Old Sam, Old Sam. Sam got tired of being the governor of Tennessee, so the Raven flew south to live with the Cherokee. And he smacked a nasty congressman right in the face. He said, y'all go to hell. I'm gonna find a better place for Old Sam. So he rambled on down to western Arkansas. He kicked around Oklahoma, where he took up with a squaw. Well, in those days, Texas was damn near Mexico. And old Sam decided next, that's where he's gonna go. Old Sam, Old Sam. Well, that old Santa Anna was a dictator and a thief. Getting him thrown out of Texas was a mighty big relief. After swatting Santa Anna like he would a pesky fly, he drank a river full of whiskey, ate a piece of pie. Old Sam had a Cracker Barrel. Old Sam, big Sam. Sam told folks not to start a civil war. He's at the Tremont Hotel. They told folks to go find the door. He sired 8 kids on the Gulf Coast plain. They don't bear his scars, they all bear the name. Old Sam, Old Sam. Well, I have verified, I've done research on this song, as I mentioned. And and I was told by a reliable source in Huntsville, the ladies at the gift shop underneath the statue, there was a problem when there was the delivery of the statue, in which the committee that ordered it asked the artist to come make some modifications to it once it was erected. This is true. They felt like the middle part of Sam Houston was too big to be up there in public. I'm not talking about his belly. I'm talking about his package. So the artist, in order to get paid, had to get out a hero-sized sander and knock back one of our greatest heroes' packages several feet. That's the scale we're dealing with. Yep. And they failed to capture any of that dust flying off the sand for sale, to put it for sale in the gift shop. How much would all of us pay for just a small capsule of old Sam, big Sam? Well, Sam Houston stood tall, he was true and tough. And that statue's pretty big, but it ain't big enough for old Sam. Big Sam. Oh, for old Sam. Big Sam. One last time for old Sam. Big Sam. Adam can feel it when that happens. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for singing. Oh, man, y'all are great. I'm so happy to be here. And I know y'all have had a wild couple of weeks. So thank y'all for getting back to it. And you know, my wife loves it when I write a love song for a bar, you know. And I've written a lot of love songs for bars and for historical figures, you know. Yeah, but I did want to write a love song for her. You know, we did meet down at South Padre Island, and we got 4 kids now and been married, that's like 25 years now. So it's like 100 different seasons. So I wrote this song for her. There's a wheel that turns around, it makes no sound. In the struggle between oak and holly, the sun will shine all in good time. But the moon is forever falling. That midsummer morn when our love was born, by winter it seemed to be fading, but snow melts away and the robin seems to say, all along the tree buds were waiting. Spring, summer, fall, I loved you for all time and for all the right reasons. In winter time still, I always will be your man for all seasons. Let's birth, life, decline in 4/4 time. Couples on the dance floor are reeling. They're moving like stars or drinking at the bar. She says once more with feeling. Spring, summer, fall, I loved you for all time and for all the right reasons. In winter time still, I always will be your man for all seasons. lights on the trees, the shadows on the leaves. I can't hear what you're saying. But all the mothers were brides with children in their eyes, all while the guitars were playing. Spring, summer, fall, I loved you for all time and for all the right reasons. In winter time still, I always will be your man for all seasons. As a wheel turns around, it makes no sound. In the struggle between oak and holly, the sun will shine all in good time, but the moon is forever falling.
Thank you. Well, I know it's been a little while since Gary Floater's made it down here. I know it's made a little while. Gary Floater was awarded the Worst Country Singer Award in 1999, and that got him quite a bit more business, you know. The worse you talk about a person, sometimes the more famous they get, as we realize. That's how it was with Gary. He grew up in Miami, Missouri, which sounds like a glamorous place, but it's not. It's not like the other Miami, and there wasn't much to do for kids. Not a big sports, a lot of sports. But they did have a tetherball there, and Gary was pretty good at tetherball. Although he insisted on wearing a cowboy hat when he played, and it's kind of cowboy hat is a very good thing in Texas, and outdoors and indoors too. But it's a bad thing in a tetherball match. Cuts your visibility quite a bit. So he was hitting it, and then he was in junior varsity, and the big finals, and he was hitting the ball pretty hard, and people were yelling, and he thought that was a good thing, but it was a bad thing. He was hitting the ball the wrong way, and he scored, and he won it for Kansas. And it turned him into a songwriter. A little disappointments due. And this is a song he wrote not long after that, and he pitched this to Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw pitched it back pretty hard. Tim's got a baseball background. Threw the tape back pretty hard. But I'll play it for you anyway, and it goes like this. Well, I jacked over. Got a little Gary in my throat. Yeah, let me just clear that out with a little. Yeah. That's better. Thank you, Gabe. Well, I drank white lightning when I slept in a crib. I had a moon pie smeared all over my bed. I punched my first grade teacher right straight in the mouth. That's how we do it in the dirty South. Got a Dale Jr. tattoo here on my back, and my ears are still ringing from the NASCAR track. I punched Jeff Gordon right straight in the mouth. That's how we do it in the dirty South. My baby takes her top off when we go to the lake. She's soft and sexy, but she's mean as a snake. And if I catch her looking at her, punch her straight in the mouth. Yeah, that's how we do it in the dirty South. Well, Gary got invited to the CMT Award show once. It was by mistake. But he really cleaned up there at that award show. He was a member of the janitorial staff. But he made the most of the all-access pass he found, as you'll see. Well, the CMT Award show was a hell of a time. Tanya Tucker winked at me, I was standing in a line. My wife punched her right straight in the mouth. Yeah, that's how we do it in the dirty South. Yeah, that's how we do it in the dirty South. Yeah. Only one more Gary Floater song, and then we're. Yeah, you know, Adam and I found the Gary Floater songs, and we couldn't help but try to bring him some attention. And this is another one that kind of spoke to us a little bit, and maybe it will to you too. Let's see. Gary's got several classic albums, Denim on Denim, Paper or Plastic, Armageddon Management, and I think this one was on Floater Rising. I'm proud of having, it's a sing-along also, I'm proud of having pride. I stood up to take a stand. They said, just sit down. You couldn't find your ass with both hands. Well, I'm a horse of a different color in a one-horse town. I'm the south end of a dead horse you're beating on the ground. The pain don't hurt. Tears don't cry. Leaves don't fall. Death don't die. Sad's not blue. Red's not green. Something like that. You know what I mean. Loud as I can, I say, whatever, man. It's a sing-along. You can lead a gift horse to water, but it's either sink or swim. You said from your high horse, I don't want to be your friend. Well, that's the icing on the camel's back, staring you in the face. The luck stops here, I've had enough. Rock and hard place. This pain don't hurt, tears don't cry. Tears don't cry, leaves don't fall. Leaves don't fall, death don't die. Sad's not blue, sad's not blue. Red's not green. Something like that. You know what I mean. Loud as I can, I say, whatever, man. Yeah. Well, take that to the bank and smoke it. Too much sense that does not make. Glue can't put together the kind of song I break. Wake up and smell the butter. You're mumbling again. You were counting your chickens, and now they've crossed the road again. But the pain don't hurt. Tears don't cry. Tears don't cry. Leaves don't fall. Leaves don't fall. Death don't die. Death don't die. Sad's not blue. Red's not green. Red's not green. No. Something like that. You know what I mean? Loud as we can. Oh, thank y'all for singing that stuff. Laughing is like the best medicine I have. And the other best medicine I have is road trips. And we get the kids in the car. Some days it's just, we don't know what we're doing. They're out of school. We just say, and they're fighting in the house, turning on YouTube, and it's terrible. And we say, where can we get away from the internet? We go to the car, and we turn off our hot spots, and we drive somewhere far away. Maybe you remember doing that as a kid. I know my summer house when I was a kid was the back of a Silverado Suburban, back where it was like 105 degrees, even if it was 71 up front. But that made it that much sweeter when we did get to the water park or to the motel pool or wherever we were going. But this goes out for you guys because I find myself in the front seat now, not in the back seat. I was trying to do it all again. Sitting in the back seat, Roy on the radio, antique road trip, 120 miles to go. On a Texas Panhandle Saturday night, Motel 6 parking lot they left on the light. You're 12 years old all summer long, in a car with your parents, singing old songs. The windows barely cracked, daddy's cigarette burning. You're reading paperbacks in a used Suburban. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. There's a blue lit swimming pool, end of the day. Pretty girl with her folks looking your way. Game room with Pac-Man, Donkey Kong too. Pocket full of quarters and Big League Chew. Well, the big green sign says it's still a long way, 100 miles from Dallas at the end of the day. Passed up the Dairy Queen 20 miles ago. It was on the wrong side, so your dad said no. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. Will you sing one? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? All summer long. Well, it's 30 years later down the same old roads. It's crazy how fast these kids have grown. Now you're the driver, you don't cut them any slack. You're trying to do it over while they're yelling from the back. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Ooh, are we there yet? All summer long. Are we there yet? What's the journey? Are we there yet? Not the destination. Are we there yet? All summer long, they don't buy that stuff. It's a little further there. Once you mentioned that. Charleston. Yeah. I like driving. I like long drives. You know, you got music and podcasts, and drove to Virginia one time, and drove to Maine one time. Yeah. Well, it's a sweet life, and it's great to get to go to some of these places. And Walt Wilkins and I have been writing a lot of songs together. Y'all know Walt Wilkins? He's great. He's one of our greatest songwriters in the state right now, and really in the country right now. But he and I get together. Yeah, that's true. There's a park in Austin where we meet up, and under these 4 or 5 huge oak trees, there's a concrete picnic table. You know what I mean? And it's like the best office space I've ever been to. You know, it's like the conference room, we call it. You know, I'll meet you at the conference room. But he'll tell me what he's been thinking about, and I'll tell him what I've been thinking about, and sometimes it rhymes, and that's when we write it down. One day he came over and he said, you know, celebrating your birth once a year is not near enough. And I knew what he meant. We wrote this song. It goes like this. A place to start and a place to go. A mind, a heart, and an open road. It all can go a million ways, highs and lows, days, a fire at home, and work to do, and some hard seasons to get through. Some fly like arrows, some feel like a maze, a path wide and narrow. Days, a sunrise, a sunset, what's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. You turn around, you grow and change. Everything around you will do the same. 'Cause life moves in circles and it moves in waves. It's blessedly simple. You get days. Sunrise, sunset, what's behind and what's not yet. A chance to ride the light before it fades. And they're all gifts, days. A chance to ride the light before it fades. They're all gifts, days. A chance to ride the light before it fades. And they're all gifts, days. days. Hey, thank you very much. I first started playing in a bar in downtown Austin called O. Henry's Back 40. And Wednesday nights were huge at the Back 40. Everybody went down there. And I got the idea that Tuesday nights were right next door to Wednesday. There's no reason that they wouldn't be fabulous, also. So I had written one song, and I went down to the owner of the bar and played my one song for her, and she goes, all right, yeah, you can have Tuesday nights. And I said, oh, great. And she said, yeah, it's 10 to 2. I was like, okay, 4 hours, all right. And I'll give you $40 and all the natural light you can drink. Yeah, that's what, so I had a 4-hour gig to fill up there. I had my one song, and I started learning more songs over the next few days. And I started making up songs because I could remember them better than the ones I was learning. And I guess it turned me into a songwriter, and Natural Light turned me into a non-alcoholic, I think. I thought all beer tasted like lake water for a long time. It was a relief to find out that wasn't true. But there was a guy in the bar that would clap after every song, and usually it was just me and the bartender. And those nights were good. 4-hour gig, I'd be coming up to you, Joel, at the end of the night, going, I think that went pretty well. And the bartender would be like, yeah, I think it went pretty well. But the guy who washed dishes next door would come in and clap after songs, and I got, we talked about fork in the road earlier, and I think that without him clapping, I wouldn't be here. So this song goes out to him wherever he is tonight. James washed dishes at a barbecue place, Fifth Street downtown. He'd get his pay and he'd go next door to drink that money down. And I was just getting started, playing guitar, and I met him there. I'd finish the song, he'd clap his hands, no one else would. He didn't care. He'd yell, I'll play Whiskey River, and I played it the best I could. Take a break and he'd say, man, you're really sounding good. Shook his rough dishwashing hands, said his name was James. He'd go back to playing that pool every evening, the same old thing. He'd been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song that he'd holler, he'd clap his hands, make everybody smile. No wife, no kids, just a job in Austin. There's no telling all the drinking cost him. I haven't seen James in a while. I haven't seen James in a while. Well, James would ask the bartender for a ride home now and then. He said he lived a few blocks down at the Capitol Inn. Well, the bartender dropped him off, but James walked right on past. He didn't quit a walk till he laid down beneath the busy underpass. He'd been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song that he'd holler, he'd clap his hands, make everybody smile. No wife, no kids, just a job in Austin. There's no telling all the drinking cost him. I haven't seen James in a while. I haven't seen James in a while. Well, James got drunk as usual, and ended up in jail. The owner of the barbecue place came down and paid the bail. When they got back to the place, she said, "Now, James, I gotta let you go." And James walked out that door forever, and the rest, I don't know. But he'd been drinking away every single dollar. I'd play the song that he'd holler. He'd clap his hands, make everybody smile. No wife, no kids, no job in Austin. One more thing, the drinking cost him. I haven't seen James in a while. I haven't seen James in a while. Hey, yeah, thank you for clapping. Woo, that makes a difference. Makes a big difference. But you know, I guess I got so much encouragement that I got together with a friend of mine. I said, "Well, we're gotta go to Nashville. There we go. We gotta go to Nashville." And he said, "I know what you're trying to say." And we went up to we saved our money, and we drove up I-30, and we made it to Nashville. We found a motel there. Found a place called the Hall of Fame Lounge. It sounded promising. You know, one thing to remember about the word lounge, whenever you see the word lounge on a bar, you go in, people are not relaxed in a lounge, you know, they're uptight. It's good, you know, whenever you see the word lounge, it's a good place to wear your knife-proof shirt. And the Hall of Fame Lounge was like that. The only thing that made it a little more approachable was the achy breaky summer. And so everybody was trying, all the songs were coming through, were sounding like trying to be the next Billy Ray Cyrus. And so we decided that New Orleans had a more promising music scene for us to go explore. But we wrote this song on the way out of town. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. I've been in and out of every bar here in Nashville, seen nothing but broken promises and empty dreams. Everyone here thinks they're on the verge of stardom. Nothing here is what it seems. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. Grand Old Opry that ain't playing in the Ryman. They moved it out of town down the road a little way. They say it's the same, but I know it's something different from old Hank Williams' day. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby.
This motel room is filled with songs that don't ring true. Doing what I love don't make sense like it used to. Deep down inside, I guess I always knew this Tennessee road leads back to you. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. Tennessee highway, Tennessee highway, take me home to see my Texas baby. I love song to these venues that we've got in this state, and to you guys that support it. Man, every now and then I do hear Nashville country music, and it's not always, I don't mean to. It's usually when I'm filling up at the gas station. I'm like, whoa, get it in there, you know. You can fill it up faster at water parks with the kids, you know. At water parks, you know, that's all those little rocks out there. They're not rocks. They're Nashville country music machines, you know. And of course, I'm not gonna say that everything that comes out of Nashville is bad, because Guy Clark lived there for a long time, and it's a wonderful thing, and there's wonderful musicians that live up there. But I'm so thankful for the venues that we've got down here. These cultural institutions like the Moras are holding close, and you guys are supporting. So thank you for that. My grandfather, one of them grew up in Texarkana and Houston, and another one grew up in South Texas down near Taft. He was the 8th of 8 children, and I've got 4 kids, and that's plenty. I cannot imagine having 8 children. But I'm glad that his parents could imagine it, or at least didn't prevent it, so that we could be here tonight. Kelly McQuee is a friend of mine that sometimes we get together and write songs, and this is one we wrote together. It goes like this. He had the smell of tobacco smoke on his clothes. Didn't look a day over 17 years old. She had the smell of magnolia on her hair, and a southern drawl that stretched from here to there. They didn't know what they were doing, they knew it felt good. Turned out they didn't care about the why or should. He took her to the movie, she took his name, and they moved to Texarkana when the baby came. Left turns and right turns get us here. All the beautiful accidents over the years look good on you. They look good on you. They look good on you. Well, right on the line, you grew up like a weed, swimming in the Red River, all elbows and knees. 10 years later, and a few states away, my first job got me down the interstate. I stopped into a place I didn't know what for. Hands in my pockets, both feet on the floor. I was headed for the door, sick of standing around. Somehow I saw you, so I cut through the crowd. Left turns and right turns get us here. All the beautiful accidents over the years look good on you. They look good on you. They look good on you.
said I do. I said I do too. Beautiful accidents, beautiful accidents, beautiful accidents look good on you. They look good on you. They look good on you. So good on you. How many of y'all saw the total eclipse a few months ago? How many of y'all looked at it without the glasses? Yeah. I know. I can still see the total eclipse, you know. I can still see it. This is a song that Walt and I wrote, and man, it's been so fun because Drew Kennedy recorded it, and Walt recorded it, yeah. And recently Gretchen Peters recorded it. She's a great songwriter. She wrote like Independence Day and some other songs, and she recorded a cover of it. But you know, I'd just like to do it for you. It goes like this. It's kind of a love song, transcendental love song, maybe. You guys have been great. It's been so much fun playing for you. Thank you. Thank you, Hank Wojcik, for playing, too. It's great to hear you. I am a more pilgrim on this road low and high. Through this land of miracles, I've been traveling all night. I tangled with the darkness. I swear at moments I was blind, till the dawn came up around me and I could see the way unwind. I am the road behind me, and I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed, a harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight through the heavens, watch it shine. Watch it shine. They say there's iron in these mountains, in bone and skin and mud. They say iron can only come from stars, so stars are in my blood. Red and blue and purple, shadows grow then fade, spread in all directions from where it all was made. And I am the road behind me, and I am the road ahead. Lifted by this rocky ridge, cradled by the riverbed, a harmony of motion through the wide expanse of time. Sunlight
Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Watch it shine. Josh Flowers on the bass. Rick Richards on the drums.
Thank y'all for coming down to Old Quarter. Thank you.